Welcome to another episode of The Bastard Sermon. I'm one of your three hosts, Cody Hucker.
Luke Young.
Lily.
The Big Cheese.
I love that Mansfield sent me that clip of fucking Blake absolutely hating fucking Patrick's shitty nickname.
We gotta talk about that stuff
The
later.
worst fucking
I'm
nickname
Lloyd
of all time.
the Big Cheese Johnson.
Lloyd the Big Cheese Johnson. That's Lily the Big Cheese Johnson. Next.
Lily the Little Cheese Johnson.
That's
Lil.
I
Young
love that.
Alfredo.
Cheese.
For some
Young
reason,
Alfredo.
She's a little cheesy, yo.
For some reason, I like it when fucking Lloyd says it. I'm like,
Yeah.
the Big Cheese works for him. It just never did and never will for Patrick.
Well, when at that point in time in the show, he had a new nickname like every week,
And,
it was
the
because-
voice you haven't heard yet is our
I was getting
guest.
to it. I
I'm
was
Lil
getting to it.
Velveeta.
Local Cincinnati comedian Ian Squintz. Everybody give it up for our guest, please.
What's up? I'm not any kind of cheese, so
Dang, why not?
yeah, no
Are you
cheese.
a chocolate?
Nah, definitely not a chocolate. I'm like a bread of some sort.
Oh yeah,
Rye
what
bread.
kind of bread are we thinking here?
Yeah, it's just a real thick bread. Yeah,
Yeah?
it's a vibe.
He's
I'm
crazy
getting.
bread from
Shooter?
Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Treat you
wish.
like Swiss cheese. I'm going to fill up all them holes, boy.
Oh yeah.
The
dude.
little
Yeah.
Asiago?
Fill them up.
Little Asiago, yeah.
Yeah, a little
Y'all gotta get
Asiago.
Gouda at this.
Oh man, dude, puns make me want to shoot myself.
Same.
Me too.
Like Cody's dad.
Yeah.
just like that, Lily. Just like that.
Like your Uncle Waylon?
Hey, that's more you than me. I don't fucking know him.
I know.
Like Lloyd in 3 years. All right. I said the joke too many times before the podcast, but it would have worked had I not. I
Yeah.
promise.
Maybe.
Anyways. We have a lot of shit to talk about. You guys went on a fucking camping trip? Let's start with that. No, fuck that. Actually, hold on. I have something else.
Say big love for Tank.
Yeah. Big love for Anthony Tank Mansfield. Dude has been helping me the fuck out. I hate listening back to this podcast and all the dumb half-baked thoughts that I have and all the not funny shit that I say over and over throughout the years just to find one nugget of silver in all the piles of diarrhea. And fucking Tank has been going out of his way to like deep dive into all the episodes that we've done over the years and has pulled out some fucking gems. And I've been making clips out of all of them because I'd be a real asshole if he sent me timestamps for everything and I just fucking did nothing with it. So I've been making YouTube shorts and clips. There's Instagram reels. Follow us everywhere. There's always content. I just did the Speedway Steve saga. I'm sure there'll be more shit out there by the time that you hear this podcast in 5 days. So fucking make sure to follow the YouTube. There's live video, or not live, but full videos on YouTube, HD, and all that good shit. We're doing live content and all that. But big thanks to Anthony Tank Mansfield. He just came up with a bastard drinking game, and I want to read the rules. My phone's about to die. Can you pull your phone out and read? You're the Luke the Golden Voice Young. Can you read? Mansfield came up with a whole drinking game. If you guys want to play at home, here's how it
Are we gonna
works.
play it?
We have to play it. I mean,
Oh yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna get drunk no matter what. So.
All right.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah. Do you want to drink, man?
Yeah, dude.
What do you want?
Anything.
I've got sweet tea vodka, Firefly low country sweet tea vodka.
Yeah, that works.
Go ahead, right out the bottle. That's the only
Right
way
out the bottle.
It's the only way to
Or-
drink
no,
that
I mean,
bad
we-
boy.
Is that how we do?
I've been
around
sick
here?
for a month straight, so I wouldn't
All right,
recommend
that's cool.
We can get you a cup or other
Man, that's
amenities.
smooth. Shit.
It is very smooth. It's
Yeah.
not like I expected it to taste like fucking lighter fluid and gasoline mixed together
Yeah, I
with
wasn't
a drop
expecting-
of sweet tea flavor. But
I
no,
wasn't expecting vodka in it. I thought it was like whiskey or something.
So-
Yeah, that works for some
Vodka.
reason.
it does. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm
If you want
sipping
an
on.
actual drink, we can get you like water, beer.
Yeah, that's cool. A beer.
We're also brought to you by Mad Dog 2020 now. That's
We
the
grab a man
sponsor.
a beer.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody.
Luke's about to read the rules to the drinking game. Can we fucking
Well, he wants a beer.
I'm
we can play along.
whipping
All
boy.
right.
I
He's not
can
gonna
wait.
die without
the
that
pod
beer.
first.
Pod first, beer
Pod
later.
first.
Yeah, dude. Is there even beers in there?
There's a
Yeah.
beer.
Hey, beer.
There's
Alright.
like 3.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Do you want this half drink High Life? You can have a drink. Half a High Life.
How long has that been there?
A couple days.
Couple days. Oh,
It's
cool.
Hold
definitely-
on, wait.
It's definitely the low light.
About a week. About a week.
About a week?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
about a week.
Just
So-
flatter than my ass, then, huh?
yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Got my last High Life. How do you feel about that?
Dude, I feel pretty honored, honestly.
You should.
Yeah, dude.
Honestly, you should. That was $1.30.
Yeah, dude. I'm not even about to do dip here anymore. I was gonna.
All right, read the rules. Let's hear it.
All right. The host introduced the show. You take a drink for each fake name.
Did we do a fake name this week?
He did.
Big cheese.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Take a drink. We're already one drink deep,
Luke
and
is-
if you're playing at home.
Luke is visibly high.
Another drink.
Take another drink.
That's every time the camera pans to Luke. Don't do that. You'll die. Just do one
Is
per
there one
episode.
for every
Drink
time
water
Cody
to stay
interrupts
alive.
somebody or yells?
He'll get there. Interrupting.
Someone lights, smokes a cigarette. Cody takes a big swing on a racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic joke and misses.
You're gonna die.
Cody shouts over, talks anyone else on the show while they are trying to make a point. Lloyd snorts, clears his throat directly into the mic.
Take a shot every time Lloyd rocks.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
That's in there, I think.
shit.
Wait for it.
Every time Lloyd stops talking for such a long time that you forget he is on the show until the camera pans back to him and the guest. Luke or Cody make fun of something Lloyd is passionate about, and he just death stares them.
Trains are gay.
I think a lot of these rules are Lloyd heavy.
well, follow the talent.
Yeah. Good point.
Cody tricks Luke into saying or doing something racist.
Tricks.
The
I got him to read
It
the N-word
happens.
one time.
the guest is visibly confused or not happy.
Hold
I mean,
on.
that's just all
Hold on.
this.
You want to see me get his ass? Hey, Luke,
Yeah.
we're gonna say vinegar together. I'll start. No, dude, you gotta say the last part of it.
You do. I'm
No.
following you, right?
No, dude, you follow me.
You
After
said
me.
I don't start
Lily,
saying
you wanna
part two
play?
without you.
Salt and vi.
No, I'm okay.
All right,
That's
there we
all
go,
right.
pussy. The Luke forgets to have the Patreon list of names to read at the end of the episode ready. One of the three hosts is obviously annoyed with the topic. Lloyd when anime is brought up, or Luke when sports talk occurs.
What do I get annoyed with?
You don't. You find a way to talk about
Other people
anything.
trying to talk.
Anyone else with a salient point? Yeah.
Yeah, dude, little sniper shots.
Cody
Couple
has
snipers.
Cody has stopped or started drinking and doing drugs.
I'm back for my sabbatical.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not drinking this week anymore, listeners. And it's like, all right, drink. Cody, or no, one of the hosts gets a new girlfriend. Jesus. Cody reminds everyone he is bi whenever he drops the F word.
What?
Whenever I say faggot on the show and somebody calls me out on it, I'm like, it's all right.
He's like, no, I'm definitely gay. I have
can
like
tell what
galleries
penises-
of dicks, and I've sucked hella. Like,
I can tell you what a penis tastes like, so don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. How does it taste? If you could describe
Salty.
it. Salty.
I don't know. I'm not a big sucking dick
Lily's
guy.
like, those
I
are
might
dirty
be bi
dicks.
then. I
I've
like
jacked a
salt.
couple weens off.
Oh, okay.
Play
That's
with a couple
That's
beetles.
not even.
Most of his friends
Yeah.
don't shower often, so
They're bridge
okay.
people.
Yeah.
Right.
They're
All right.
level 18. Cody reminds, or no, that's actually it. That's the whole list.
What the fuck was that?
phone charger.
Jesus Christ.
What?
That's a no-no.
Does it have a poltergeist inside of it?
I don't
What's
know.
going on with the phone charger? All right, keep going. Keep going.
That was it. That was the full list.
That's a beautiful list, dude.
Yeah.
He fucking spent some time crafting that bad boy. He's been sending me nonstop links. I love you so much, Anthony Tank Mansfield. Everybody go and listen to What You Into.
Please.
I think Luke's coming back for an episode at some point. He was talking to me
I'm
about
doing
hitting
one
you up.
this
Let's do a toast.
month with
Tank.
To Tank, everybody to Tank, clink glasses. To Anthony Tank Mansfield. Listen to What You Into. There's going to be an Alex Schubert and fucking Lloyd Johnson episode. There's going to be a Luke episode. He's talking about getting Pat back on there. Fun times to be had by all. All right, moving on. Plowing forward. Camping trip? Go ahead. What happened?
Wait, we have a guest, right?
Fuck that guy. I don't
Yeah.
care about him.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Background
you wanna
noise
start
here.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just bring me on the show and just talk about everything else.
Yeah. All right.
We
Fine.
just sit and have a whole show without him.
That's what was about to happen right
then
now.
Just
We're just trying to get our,
We're
listeners
why
up.
don't you start with his Instagram, Cody?
So Ian has a special on YouTube that has 12,000 views on it, and then you go to look him up to see like where he's doing comedy or if he's taking pictures of shit that he's doing, and he's got an Instagram with no posts on it at
Dude,
all.
like
What the fuck are
nothing.
you doing?
I suck at social media so fucking
Every
bad.
comic I know is the least fucking what's the word for it?
Savvy?
Yeah, the least business savvy, doesn't know how to fucking promote anything.
I have no idea.
Unindustrious motherfuckers you comedians are.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Come on, dude. You have to share shit. You have
Yeah.
to tell people you exist.
Yeah, I
How
got
the fuck
to.
did you get 12,000 views on a special and you can't fucking post one time on Instagram?
Somebody else promoted it. That's why. So the whole reason. I just need to like get a guy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That can handle it.
Dog, who gave you a special? Like, why was somebody like Ian, needs a special? Who needs $250,000 of cameras in their face? Ian Squintz from Cincinnati.
Right.
In 2019. What were you, 2 years in the comedy?
Dude, fucking 2 years, and it was such a big mistake.
How do you feel about the material, Ian?
Oh, dude, it's material for somebody who's 2 years in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't, like, bomb or anything, but, like, I definitely should have waited a long time. Because, like, I've been acting for so long, so I'm just, like, in the headspace of, like, you finish something, you put it out. It's like, oh, cool, I got a half-hour of material, put it out.
Why did 3x4 be like, this 2-year comic really needs a fucking comedy special?
It was one of the Dayton productions, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was about to say, I knew him because one of my writing partners worked on, like, the same project as him, and then he, like, shouted me out and, like, told me. And
dude, you told all your friends. You were hyped about it, right?
I was
you were
so
like,
hyped.
I'm going to fucking LA, dude. I'm leaving all these fucking pussies. I'm already writing mean messages to people and shit.
Oh, yeah, dude. Everybody that I had to put up with for a long time, I just, like, had it and then just didn't send it. Wasn't able to. I was just waiting for that call, and it just never happened.
Were you seriously waiting for... Well,
yeah, dude. I just had shit talk just, like, in my drafts.
well, this is... Every
You
time
just
your
had 'em ready
phone
to-
buzzes, you're like, that's Dave Chappelle waiting to bring me on tour.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Because he's totally interested.
Oh, that's Joe Rogan
He's like,
calling
oh.
to see if I can do the podcast. Maybe if
And
I have
said,
time
yeah,
this week.
I said maybe, you know what I mean? Like, I'll see how my shit works out.
He's like, I've emailed Bill Burr my phone number every week for 2 years.
He'll get him one of these days. I mean, they can't block me forever.
How mad are you that so many people saw that special?
Dude,
I
so
would be
mad.
pissed every day. I'd wake up and the number would keep growing. I'd be like, fuck!
Oh, dude.
Fuck!
You know what's the worst is, like, when my friends, like, will tell other people about it. It's like, dude, just don't fucking say that. Like, oh, yeah, dude, he's on Tubi. I'm like, oh,
I wish I wasn't.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you're going to be anywhere, Tubi's the place.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Tubi's so fucking easy to get on. Anybody
Yeah.
can get on Tubi.
Yeah, Lee Kimbrell, you listening to that?
I just saw,
Kid, Mike Abali's great. Listen,
I
I'm
just
like,
saw
yeah.
the gears in Cody's head turn. Like, anybody?
anybody? Yeah, dude, we're about to have our podcast.
I'm about to have my first special coming out in 6 months, y'all.
It's like, he waited, like, the appropriate amount of time. Like, Lee's actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Lee's
mean?
phenomenal, yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
I'm just okay.
You shouldn't have even had a CD at that point.
Dude, should not have.
Yeah, do people still do CDs? Is that they just put an album on Spotify? What are you guys
Every-
whispering about?
Stand up.
Every comic I know that, like, has a CD, like, they just, like, give them out, like, at the end, pretty much like, oh, yeah, I got, like, 200 of these printed out. He's like ends up tossing it to somebody, like, in the front row or
Yeah,
something.
because they're tired of it sitting on their couch in their studio apartment.
Yeah,
You got to
for
get
sure.
that fucking bad boy out there.
I'll tell you what, I can't tell you how many comics I've bought multiple copies of their CD because they had them at different places, and they're like, hey, if anybody wants to buy a CD, and I'm like, you know what, I'll throw $10 to start the line. Like,
Yeah.
You know what a great example of what a bunch of unindustrious fucks the fucking comedians, at least the Cincinnati comedians are? I went with a pocket full of cash to fucking go bananas. I don't remember what the event was, but it was like a small comics night or something like that. Like, I don't know, where they had like Rudick and Rand and fucking Blake do real comedy, and then a bunch of people fucking ate their balls for the rest of the time.
Right.
Something like that. But I thought, like, oh, they're all going to set up and like give out merch because it's a big night. Like, there's a lot of people that came out. I'm sure I know they've all got merch. I've seen their shit. It fucking only Rudick went out there, and I was like, cool, well, here is the $60 that all the rest of you fucking idiots would have
You were
gotten.
going to spend on everybody else?
Yeah, I was like, I was going to give 3 people $20. Like, they fucking idiots could have got something out of this, but only Rudick with his dumb coasters were out there.
Well,
Not coasters,
Coasters.
so beer fucking
Koozies.
koozies. Yeah, beer koozies.
Well,
Andrew
Rudick knows how to,
beer
like,
koozies.
promote himself.
He's
Like,
great at it.
He's so good at promoting himself.
Did you know he's got millions of views on YouTube right
Oh,
now?
yeah, for sure.
He's crushing it. I'm
Oh,
so
yeah.
happy for Rudick.
Dude,
Didn't
his
he-
TikTok has, like, 55,000 followers.
He's nailing it.
Didn't
right
he
now.
just do a weekend with Chris Porter?
Did he? If he did, I believe it.
I think that's what he was posting on his Instagram this past weekend.
I'm so stoked for Rudick. Like,
Oh,
I
dude,
hope
he's-
that-
Was Chris
That's
Porter
great.
and or Funny Bone? I think it is what it was.
And he's super helpful. He was like, he was at Chameleon the other night, and I was like chopping up with him for like a half a second, but he was getting swarmed by people, and was like, I'm leaving, and I was like, he was like, but if you want to talk about this, I'll fucking 20 minutes on the phone or something like that. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, dude.
that would be super helpful. Like, if there's somebody that knows some shit about marketing and promoting, it's Andrew Rudick. He's figured
dude.
out the fucking whatever the formula is.
Yeah,
he's got it in
excellent
his back
slimy
pocket.
boy. You know what I mean? The slimiest, best at promoting.
Why don't you
I can
promote
say
at
that.
all? I can understand being bad at it. You're
I just-
fucking non-existent at
Oh,
it.
dude.
Do you have a Twitter?
Social media just drives me nuts. Like, I literally get on it, scroll for 2 seconds, and I'm just like, I hate
But
everything
dog,
about
you're a
this.
comic. You have to do it.
I do have to do
You
it.
have to. Has
I
anybody
have
yelled
to.
at you about this yet?
Yes, people yell at me all the time. about
happening
it.
right now.
Yeah, I'm literally getting yelled at as we speak.
It's happening right now.
I know, but has anybody else though? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, other people have for sure. And then like
Okay.
I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm gonna post every day this week, and then I just don't.
Yeah, it just
I
isn't
get
gonna
hi-
happen.
I get high or something, and I'm just like, what is this?
There's no or something. You get high.
Yeah, I get
That's-
high, and then yeah.
And then I
Then
get
I don't post
hungry,
on the
and then I
internet.
get sleepy.
What important shit are you doing instead of posting anything to get people to
Acting.
know you at all?
Fucking your mom.
I mean, dude, if you want to fuck my mom, go
Well, that's
ahead.
not important. But yeah, I don't know. I just
There's a lot of acting work.
I do that.
Acting like you're not fucking my mom.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Hell
acting
yeah.
like I'm having a good time.
Oh, you're talking about right now? Okay. Well then.
No, I was talking about your mom, but
Walmart. It's like, oh yes, this is awesome. It's good.
yeah, no, this is fun.
I like this a lot. This
I
is
like
great.
this so much.
It feels
amazing.
incredible.
Blink twice.
I'm
if you're
gonna-
in trouble.
I'm gonna post about this later.
Then he fucks up. Actually, so,
That would be so sick if Ian didn't went from never posting and then he started fucking my mom and he only posted about fucking my mom. I'm sorry, mom, if you're listening to this.
Yeah, like I worked on this movie a couple weeks ago, and with like some actually like decent names, and like they just dropped a trailer for it, and like I haven't posted anything about this at all.
Luke, I'm sorry to do this. Will you give me a handful of ice? I'll suck your dick right now on the
Luke is your
podcast.
bitch.
Whip that giant,
Yeah.
It's the worst.
whip that giant freckle wiener out, dude. I'll give it a lick.
Oh yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
All right,
describe it afterwards because I wanna know.
all right. Have we talked to him enough yet? Tell us your camping stories. You
Also,
fuck.
a camping store.
hold on, wait. What movie did you act in that you haven't promoted yet?
It's called Live, Laugh, Die.
It's the new Quentin Tarantino movie. I
yeah,
just never
yeah,
thought
it's
about
just
posting.
that, yeah.
What is it?
It's,
It sounds terrible from the title. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
Oh, dude. But it's
He's like,
It's
I
a-
can't say it
it's
on
a-
the internet.
it's a horror comedy, and
A horror comedy?
yeah, it's pretty good. I had a lot of fun. The main
Thank you, I
actor
love
in
you.
it, he was in like Hey Arnold and like a bunch of other shit, like main like voiceover work stuff.
Nice.
But like his IMDb page is like off the wall.
Did you get it? I thought you karate kidded that shit with your fucking nails like chopsticks.
Was it a gnat?
There's just one fruit fly fucking pissing me off.
You had a gun?
Yeah,
do.
that's not how you do that.
I do, but I also have upstairs neighbors, so I'd rather not add a murder charge.
Okay. Well, I mean,
It'd be like third-degree manslaughter. Come
how
on.
often are they sitting on that spare couch right there? You know what I mean?
I don't know well enough to answer
Okay.
whether or not I can be shooting there safely.
Just give them a call and just be like, go to the bathroom.
I don't talk to my neighbors.
Hey,
Yeah,
the
me
bathroom
neither.
might be right there.
Yeah, using a stud finder on the ceiling to see if it's safe to shoot through the floorboard.
They used to have a fucking dog up there that used to drop and pick up a toy over and over. So I'd just be trying to sleep and it'd be conk, 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 conk.
What happened? Do you shoot it?
Don't worry about what happened.
Her bedroom ceiling is just riddled with holes.
That's great.
All right.
So what about camping?
So there's a camping trip I've been going on for a little over 20 years now. I think like 22, something like that, I think. First one I went on was before she was even born.
You
was-
started going when you were 19, and
Yeah.
I went on my first one at 19.
So, but it's the same group of guys or people, not just. And so every year we go to this place, Berryville, New York. It's right on the Delaware River. It's a place that one of the guys who puts the whole thing together, he's been camping and rafting and shit there since he was a kid.
Oh yeah.
So I decided to take Lily this time. And so, yeah, it was, like I said, something that started before she was ever born. Now she's actually going along. It was pretty cool. It was somewhat eventful.
What happened?
I have an ear infection now.
Yeah?
Yeah, so it's
Creepy
about-
uncle? Sorry, I'll let you tell the story.
Luke. Luke, the teenage girl slayer.
Crept in at night.
It's about like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
5 in the morning. I just
Oh, into
wake
the
up-
mic, Lily. Into the mic.
I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning because I I feel something moving in my ear, and I hear a buzzing noise.
Oh no.
And I like shoot up, and I'm like, Dad, there's a bug in my ear. And then I feel it starting to bite my eardrum. I literally feel it. And my dad's like, what? My dad's half asleep at this point. He's like, what?
I hadn't actually gone to sleep yet, but I was in like sleep med haze.
Yeah.
It's like it's the most fucked up I can remember feeling and having to interact. Like everyone was talking, I'm like, why is everyone talking so fast? And I realized they're just talking normal. It's just like my brain is like struggling, and I'm sitting there like blinking into like dead space until in between anything that's said. So I felt super useless. And she's like, also, when she sat up, she had show your nails. She had one of those in her ear. All the way.
Like, yeah, no shit, your ear hurts, Lily.
I legit thought she had got one stuck in her ear, and that's what she was yelling about.
Oh God.
Like the way she was like, it looked like she was trying to pull her hand out.
At least it's not a Q-tip.
Well, dude, if you don't find a bug with those things, there's no bug in there.
So I'm like, there's a fucking bug in my ear, and he's just staring at me. So I stand up, and I can feel it eating my eardrum. So I just, you have toddlers, so you know how like the knees buckle under when they start screaming and crying.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. Knees just buckle under me, and I'm on the ground just screaming and fucking crying, shaking like this. My hands, I'm like this, fucking spinning.
So all of this panic is happening while I'm completely like.
He's just staring at me on the ground as I'm screaming and crying.
Oh my
Like
God.
normally
floor.
in an emergency, I'm on it. I've always been comfortable and confident. Like when something's happening, I always react well, think well, and the whole time I'm just sitting there like,
I guess she's dead.
that ear, that side.
Wait,
And she's like, the one that I have my hands in. All right, fair. Good
trying to do
stuff.
mental math, like it looks like my left, which must mean that it's her.
Yeah, really, it
her
was-
sideways. So right is the opposite of left.
And then she's trying to clean out she's trying to get something out of her ear, and I'm like, all right, fucking, we'll drown it.
So my dad,
That's actually how they do it. They pour rubbing alcohol into your ear, and then
we didn't have that. So my dad has me lay down in his lap, and
Did you
then
use crick water?
just pours vodka in my head.
Quadruple
At least it's
distilled.
sterile.
And then after the vodka,
Like a fucking scene out of Bad Santa where he's got a cigarette
Yeah.
that's burnt to the filter as he's just pouring. I was trying to help you, goddammit!
after the vodka, so I'd screamed and cried and woke up all the surrounding tents at this point because I had a full-blown panic attack, screaming like top of my lungs, Dad, it hurts! Probably sounded like my dad was molesting me in the tent, honestly.
I mean, you could have gone anywhere with that. Other than, God damn.
I don't know. I walk out of the tent and fucking Steve is just sitting there holding a
Double barrel shotgun?
No.
What have you done to her, Lloyd?
No,
We
mate.
always knew this day would come.
So everyone can hear what's happening. She's like, it's a bug in my fucking ear. And I'm like, I don't see a bug in your. I'm like, got tweezers trying to like move around and
He's
see
just
inside.
plucking the hairs out of my ear.
I love the idea that there's a silhouette from the campfire, and the rest of can just see her arms flailing like wacky inflatable arm flailing tube
Pretty
man,
much.
while Lloyd's just fucking Frankenstein up next to him.
But so I walk out of the tent. First thing I see, Steve, smile on
That's
his face,
Lord Spitmile.
holding a miniature fucking vacuum cleaner.
He's got like an air pump, like for an air mattress.
That's hilarious.
And I had to like dig around and find the attachment small to fit in her ear. And the whole time I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Like, I mean,
So
like I
you're
was
just-
still moving so fucking slow.
So you're just blowing air into her ear.
No, if you
Steve-
put on the
Shooting
other
it
side,
further
if you
up.
put it on the other side, it.
Steve
Oh, it
vacuumed
sucks
the
in?
bug.
Okay.
Steve vacuumed the bug out of my ear.
Did you see it?
There was
No.
like a little bug on his finger, but we don't know if it was that bug.
Okay.
So there was a bug in your ear for sure.
No, that's
Possibly.
for sure.
Oh, that's fucked up. So
For sure.
I've
Possibly.
got a story. It didn't happen to me, but there was a girl that me and Luke went to school with back in the day, and she went to the art school that I went to. And in this art school, we had open campus if you didn't have class in the middle of the city of Hamilton. So you could just walk around and do whatever you wanted. And they went down to the pet store where they had a box of free kittens. And all the thoughts from my school went down there. And we got kittens. And then they brought kittens back to the school. And naturally the school was like, fuck out of our campus with fucking live animals. And they went home posting pictures all over the internet about how cute these cats were. And we didn't see Kelsey for like a week. And we were like, what happened to Kelsey? She came back and with a horror story. We were like, where were you? And she was like, I woke up one morning after we adopted these kittens, and they were like sleeping with me, and I just heard this scratching inside of my ear. I thought I was having schizophrenia. And she was like, oh my God, I like started having a panic attack. And she was like, you could just hear scratching over and over, and your ears itched, and no matter how many times you tried to clean it out, nothing would happen. And she went to the doctor, and the cats had mites that burrowed inside of her ears and started eating away at the lining of her ears. That they had to fucking, and all those thoughts from our school got fucking mites in their ears that would have chewed their way into their brains had they not gotten them out. So
This is why you don't rescue animals.
that's why you don't get a
Leave
box
them
of
on
free
the
kittens
street.
from fucking a Hamilton fucking store that I'm not quite sure was entirely open. I think
Or
it
just-
was just a burned out storefront with a box of kittens in it is what they've. Yeah, and
You
then
could just stay out of
horrible.
Hamilton.
Yeah, just don't go to Hamilton.
we got
for
an
any
education there, brother.
Except, hey, but their
I
tap
can
water's
tell.
insane.
Anthony
tap
Tank
water
Mansfield was my
goes
teacher.
crazy,
Shout
bro.
out Anthony Tank Mansfield. He was
Yeah.
teaching us at that time.
The tap water is crazy though.
No, actually, I swear to God, there was a Department of Water official that came in, and they were telling us about how Claremont County has the best water, or is it Butler County?
Hamilton,
Hamilton County.
Is it Hamilton?
Hamilton County.
As the
Hamilton's
best
not
water.
in. No, Hamilton's not. The city of Hamilton's not
Look it
in
up.
Hamilton County.
No, but Hamilton County was one of the ones that had the.
Hamilton's got the best water. It's the best.
It's not the city of Hamilton. It's Hamilton County, like where we are now.
Hamilton
Montpelier.
has the best.
Hold on.
Yeah, who has the worst though?
The best
Hamilton,
tasting tap
Ohio.
water.
Here it is. It's
Flint,
Hamilton.
Michigan.
Look, guys, Hamilton, Ohio. I was
That's what I
right.
was saying.
According to the annual Berkeley Springs International Water Tasting, Hamilton, Ohio is the best tasting tap
Thank
water.
you.
Hamilton County's in what county? Or Hamilton?
Butler.
Yeah, so it's Butler County. You guys are wrong.
Man, you
I'm
gotta
saying
have
Hamilton County is one.
It's
like,
won
had
a bunch of awards for it too.
Yeah.
I always
Thank
thought
you.
that fucking Hamilton County tap water tastes like fucking metal.
It's
Like,
delicious.
It's like coppery. I
It's
don't know.
delicious.
It's like chewing on a roll of pennies.
I
don't
never
like it.
bought. I never bought water
It's like-
living over there.
It's like eating a little bit of period pussy. Like it's like a squirter on their period.
I'm not hearing the
So
problem.
the best.
Lloyd
water?
didn't flinch. I know he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
No?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah. It does kind of.
That's the yeah of a man who's seen war when he got
Well,
those
blood. It's a
fucking
little
red wings.
irony. It's a little tinny. It's a little coppery. Yeah.
Little crazy straw action.
Can you imagine just drinking pussy blood out of a fucking crazy straw?
Crazy straw from Frisch's Boys.
Ugh.
It's clogged again like a shake.
Yeah. The clots in there.
Get those
dude.
little jello
You
jigglers that
blow
pop
it
up.
back into the vagina. to
Num
clear
num
the
num num
straw.
num num num.
Oh man, that's the
me a
grossest
jiggler.
thing I've said all day.
Well, you're the one with the
about to
gross
get grosser.
bleedy pussy here, not us. Not us cool guys. We don't have bleedy dicks.
Speak for
Sometimes.
yourself.
What?
Sometimes. Sometimes you get.
Did your
bleedy
dick never bleed when it was covered in warts?
No, when when my dick had warts on it, I tried to put that the wart remover that's like acid.
I remember you
I put
poured
that on
acid
there.
on your penis.
I poured
Compound
acid
12.
on my little ass dick, and it fucking it bled a little. There was a little blood
There you
involved.
go.
Compound 12.
It foamed up like fucking hydrogen peroxide. I was like, ooh, that's not good. And then it was stingy, and I was like, ow. And I was like, oh yeah. Then I was like, oh no, that's
So you
real
just thought,
bad.
like, so you just thought like
Oh,
plastic like
heavens.
wart remover would be good for whatever you caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, I got full blown herpes. Let's go and use wart remover."
Dude, every day or every week he came back into the studio was a new update on how
My
he
dick's
was like,
good.
like he brought down like a mask and blowtorch one week. Like
You wanna
was
see it? Hold on,
different
do you wanna
methods
see it, Luke?
every no.
Are you sure?
You told me they all fell off anyway.
They did, yeah,
Did
it's
you
all-
collect them?
No. You. So
I would have
they
kept
would
them.
fall off and
You
be on my
bury them
underwear.
and grow a tree?
No, I'd go to take a shower and I'd take my pants off and you just see warts fly out of my underwear. It's like, oh no. Oh no, my
He's like,
kids.
ooh, glitter bomb.
I was like, oh no, my kids brushed their teeth in here. I should probably shop vac, and then I didn't. It's fine, probably.
I think
And
the
then
best part
Dez is
about
just
that,
like,
Both,
He
your,
made a mustache out of them.
both of your kids are just gonna have warts all over their feet. Like, what happened? Don't worry about it.
Plantar warts. It's completely normal.
Speaking of possibly getting a disease, the motel that I've stayed at multiple times,
Oh
I never
my
realized
God.
like. You know how I'm I'm just oblivious to shit. Like, all right, here's a place, there's a bed.
Sure,
all right, we're
sure.
good.
He's a raccoon.
A raking.
But we
My
get there,
man's a raking, dude.
and one of the guys that is camping with us meets us there. Our friend Courtney meets us there. Everyone's complaining about this hotel and I'm like, or this motel, and I'm like, what? It's got beds, it's fine. And they're all like, dude, we're gonna get fucking stabbed here.
I literally was surprised a prostitute did not come knock on my door in the middle of the night.
I was
it was like the most fucking boony.
do they do that?
Yeah.
They make like
think
night
so.
calls,
I
like
think
at
so.
the hotel. You're just sleeping. You get that nod.
In
It's like,
Breaking Bad, they
prostitute.
do.
That's just
okay?
good service.
But
That is good service. You got the prostitute. just
I was
we
knock
were
banging
at the
this
most boony ass motel ever. I turned to Breezy and I'm like, we are in squalor right now. I felt humbled. I have never been in somewhere. I used to hang out in trap houses in high school, and I felt more safe and comfortable there.
I equate everything to when like swine flu was big when I was in high school, because like that was like even compared to COVID, I don't think I've seen anything as terrible as swine flu was when I was back then. Because there'd be kids just vomiting and curled up in the hallways like next to their locker. And it was just like, keep it moving, like next period. You got 5 minutes till the bell rings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Corian didn't give a shit.
I didn't care at all.
No one gave a fuck.
They cared for one day, and then they're like, all right,
I
you'll
think-
be fine.
But
I think
see,
the first red flag should have been that there's a Chinatown buffet connected to the motel. Maybe he should have been like, oh, we should not stay here.
So
I
one
was
time
like, hey,
I got
convenient
kicked.
food, we can walk.
So I'm with you. I'm with Lloyd because one time I got kicked out of my grandpa's house for a little while because I was doing some dumb shit, and I was with this girl that used to inject meth, which she wasn't doing at the time. This is
That's
where I
your
got.
girl.
This is where I got the warts from, by the way. She used to be a listener. What up, Taylor?
Do I know this, Taylor?
What up, TS? Last name
Okay,
S.
okay.
You probably
I
don't.
don't know.
He got warts from Taylor Swift.
No. Well, damn, I wish, dude. I'll get warts again.
if
for
he
that
knows anyone
pussy.
with
I
Taylor
would-
Swift.
I would not touch that fucking creature with a 12-foot pole.
What,
Nah,
Taylor Swift?
This girl was hot, but
Taylor Swift.
she was a mess of a human being, but she was hot. But
She'd write a song about
so
you.
it was the night that one of the nights that I drunkenly wrecked my car, and I got kicked out of my grandpa's house for being an alcoholic, and I was like, well, we need to go to a hotel, and every hotel was booked, and then we drove out to Fairfield, and I was like, oh, this one's fine, and she looked at me, and she was like, I used to inject meth. We're not staying at this one because I'll do it again tonight. I was like, no, it's fine. Everything's fine. And I bought gas station dick pills and fucked her in that hotel room. And the next morning, I had freshly broken up with my baby mom. My baby mom tracked where I was at and showed up there outside yelling and screaming about her being a whore and me being a piece of shit. And what were you doing? Meth with fucking Taylor all night long? And it was,
And
and
then she
as
made
I went to walk
$90
out, there was 3 dudes that offered me heroin and crack on the way out. And one of them was like, I forget the names that he used, but it was like,
Oh my god.
it was the founders of the AA and the NA meetings or whatever. He was like, are you Joe Chill or are you Rob Cool? And I was like, what does that mean? He's like, Joe Chill means that you're in AA. Rob Cool means that you want some heroin right now. And I was like, and he showed me a baggie of heroin. And I was like, all right, this makes sense for why she. And I was like, I don't know. It's the one that's open. Who cares? It's fine. But it's a bad sign when the crazy girl that you're fucking that used to do meth by injecting it is like, no, not this hotel.
Yeah,
Like,
this is too sketchy.
I was.
this is too sketchy for me. And I'm like, what about it? She was like, I don't know. The guy being shot to death in the parking lot? That something to do with it. And I was like, it seems fine to me.
Yeah, I love
see
to
the
go
problem
to a
here.
really shitty area, you know, like go to just a piece of shit town or like a motel or something. And you just drive by, you just feel so good about yourself, you know?
Nah, I'm like, these are my people.
I'm
These
sitting there
are,
like,
these are my boys out here
sends
me
with
back.
the blue tarp over the 4
This is
shopping
my
carts.
family.
Yeah, I get
What
a
juggalos
touch
do.
of that.
Yeah.
They drive to the worst neighborhoods and they're like, this whoop whoop, this is my family.
Let's all move here.
I get a touch of that, but I'm like, I'm glad I'm out of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's been the divorce.
well, also realize
Getting back to what Cody was saying, I was at Rolling Loud like 2 weeks ago, walking into Rolling. So I bought my wristband from some random fat crackhead on the
And
street.
you just got your shit stolen. You told us on
Yeah,
the Patreon.
yeah,
you
I
got
got
2
my-
grand stolen.
Yeah.
And this place was too sketchy for you?
so here's the
Anyway, so I'm walking into Rolling Loud, and there's a guy with a shopping cart, and he goes, "Hey, anybody want some Zaza, that doo-doo, that cocaine?" And I turn around and I go, "What the fuck did
That
you just say?" He
doo-doo.
goes, "You want some doo-doo?"
dog
You
food.
have to say yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
dog
Pulls
food.
his pants down and shits
Yeah.
into his hand.
Well,
Here
he
you
sells
go.
cocaine and
Hey, that's
shit.
little lady.
That's
Dude's
$30.
You enjoy that doo-doo, mamas.
Doo-doo dog food. Heroin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
I haven't heard somebody call heroin
Doo-doo.
dog food since like 2008, though. I feel like that's older. That's older.
that's the last
it's like
time-
saying horse.
Yeah,
It's like
yes.
saying horse.
He's
right?
like,
Or
that's the
age.
last time I intentionally talked to a black person. No, but I also thought to myself after they all started complaining, I was like, what? I've brought other friends of mine here and no one's ever said anything. Then I realized It was like my buddy Sean, whose nickname was Drunky McFalldown.
That's really his nickname.
Yes.
I love that name so much.
And then I took T-Bone there. And I'm like, T-Bone didn't complain. And I thought about like, oh yeah, he's lived in a dog cage.
By choice.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
not by
Is that how he
By
got the
choice.
name? Or is this separate occasion?
They're
Yeah, these are
favorite
separate
treats.
occasions. But
T-Bone lived in a dog cage.
You don't know this about him? Listen to the Patreon. It's
Yeah.
real good.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We got to put that out for free so people can meet T-Bone. I say
Yeah.
we do that.
He's
Keep
the
going
best.
with your stories, though. I want to hear about this camping trip. It's the first time you've left your house in months outside of going to work and fucking just walking around the corner to get your food that you've picked up or
Yeah.
delivered. Tell us about it. What was the trip like? Did it suck dicks and balls to drive, what was it, 9 hours, 10
not
hours?
too bad. It was like
Did you
10
camp or glamp?
Camp.
We
well,
camped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we camp. It's straight up in a tent, but we have a giant tent that we put all the picnic tables under that have lights and a generator, so we can, stay up.
You have the option to
Someone
glamp,
fell
right?
into a fire.
Fuck yeah. dude.
Absolutely.
Did you even camp if somebody didn't fall
So-
into a fire?
No, I
Apparently,
went,
this is the first or second time it's happened. Me and my cousin David so David is fucking drunk.
that's Jesus in his 12 game.
Does he know
Yeah.
that if you fall into the fire the third time, you have to stay
Is that
there?
Orange Beard himself?
Huh?
Yeah.
If you fall into a fire a third time, you have to stay there.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
But,
It's a rule.
So, so anyways, David is
You had your chance.
the most drunk person at camp.
Dude, David got
the
annihilated.
entirety of the trip.
What
he
type
is-
shit was he doing?
He was fucking talking about.
The talk where he's with your hands involved in every sentence and you're bobbing your head the whole
Once
time.
he started
Hell
telling
yeah,
me
dude.
about girls he was messing with, I was like, okay, goodbye. I was like, you are my cousin.
David's like if you mixed me and Luke together, like my size and beard and whatever, but his complexion and hair color and
Yeah. Love for Gundams.
yeah,
But-
actually.
So, anyways,
Fuck yeah.
we're sitting in the chairs, and David's going on about some bitch from New Jersey he fucked or something. I don't know. I'm not paying attention.
She already sounds unattractive.
I'm just staring at the fire, and this guy comes walking in, and I think in my head he's gonna fall in the fire, and then he falls in the fucking fire right in front of me and David. Me and David look over at each other, and it's like, oh, like laughing like that at each other. We're just fucking dying at this dude who fell in the fire, and then he
Was it
gets-
Drunky McFalldown that fell in
No,
the fire?
no, he didn't
Okay.
go. He just had a baby.
Drunky McFalldown. That's
you
the name of the
can't be
fucking
having
episode
babies
now.
if your name is Drunky McFalldown. You fall down. You
Does that
fall
guy have
down.
children for real?
He just had his
You
first-
can't.
Oh,
Not
no.
allowed. Not
She's
allowed.
like 2 weeks old. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
she,
God.
when he falls down
It's
holding
over.
her, it's over.
It's over for that kid, dude.
From my perspective,
Mourn that baby today.
the guy who fell, he was standing there talking to us, and all of a sudden he's like, I gotta sit down, and he just sits on a cooler. So he's been drinking, and he did a bunch of like THC drops, like sublingual
Yeah.
drops, and then someone gave him an edible. And the whole time, like he's just sitting there, and you can tell he's getting more and more crossfaded and fucked up,
Getting wrecked.
because like he's just like his whole body's like curling to one side.
Mid-flight to Barbados.
And if we,
He's looking like a snail after you pour salt on it.
we set up a bar, which is just two big pieces of wood with things going around, but it makes a nice little L-shaped bar. He's leaning on one part of it to the point where I'm like, that's the only thing holding him up. And he's like, I gotta sit down for a minute. And he sits on the cooler and he's just doing the
the
like
pre-barf.
Pre-barf,
breathes.
like the breath, but it's the
You
breaths
nailed that.
where
That's the pre-barf.
Yeah.
where when you're exhaling you can't help but like there's your voice gets mixed into it.
Yeah.
Where it's not just a it's and I was like, all right, my man. I was like, you want a bottle of water or something? He's like, I'm okay. I just need to sit for a minute. And then he sits there for a good 20 minutes.
Because sometimes if you can breathe through it, sometimes you can fight the vomit.
Yeah. But then he gets up.
Hey, you ain't wrong.
He doesn't say anything to anybody. He gets up and he starts walking away, and it's got that like full teeter-totter
He was
walk.
like on Mario Kart when you're in with the fucking paraglider thing, and you just.
When you're in first place and
I
dusting.
didn't
slowly.
think you would want to talk about Mario Kart
We're
right
not talking
now.
about Mario Kart. I'm just.
But anyway,
he
so,
was. He was
Should've joined the Patreon, you
paraglide
bitches.
walking.
yeah, he was. It was very like all the way on each foot. And then he gets by the fire and he steps on a rock and kind of stumbles a little bit. And I'm like, no, he's got it. And nope, he did not have it. He just kept going. It was like the doom, 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 doom.
He just
And he
falls.
falls, and it's literally like his left hand and his right knee hit the ground first, and then his neck hits the log. Like,
Oh no! Oh no!
and he immediately like ejects and pushes himself out, like off of that one side.
But he stayed in the fire.
No, he didn't. He rolled out, but there was still like embers all over him. But 3 of his fingers got pretty fucking burnt. His neck.
Oh yeah,
his,
dude. Yeah. Wait, I was gonna
His
ask.
neck
Did
was
he
purple.
Did he do a push up into the coals out of the fire?
No, well, it was like that one arm, and he only had his other knee, like the opposite side knee touching the ground, so it was like more of a flop.
Does
How
he have
much
a beard?
of emergency was there in his actions? Like after
No,
he fell
I mean as much as you could expect from a very, very drunk and high person falling into a fire.
but
Did he
also
roll?
on fire.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I felt like
But
such a
that's what I'm
dick,
saying.
'cause
Is
me
like
and David
he
just
was
sat
he
and
was
laughed.
falling like he was out, and then as soon as like he was about to hit the ground, it's like I think his brain recognized like hot, and his body was just like, ugh, and he pushed himself and flopped over.
Yeah, but he did it, dude. He won camping. He won.
I mean, kinda. I don't know that that's
That's
how
how
I
you
would
win, yeah.
call
That's
it.
first place camping right there.
All right,
The
well, and now Cody has to come camping.
The
With us
third
next
time he
year.
does it, you have to keep him in there.
Be so drunk in a I will be a fucking problem for your
Yeah.
camping trip. You don't want me there.
I bet you won't. You'll look around like, ugh.
I don't think that you know
Next
me
year
that
we
well.
record a podcast at
There's
camping.
probably like 8 jiu-jitsu black belts there.
That's ever stopped me from. There was a guy that had gold teeth that was for sure going to shoot me, and it didn't stop me from talking shit. So I don't know that jujitsu is going to be that
Well,
much
that guy,
scarier.
that guy was
Jujitsu.
going to, but these guys will.
That's what I'm saying is you won't be a problem for very long.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let's just make
I'm
him
going
go
to that fire one way or another,
Let's
baby.
just make
Right.
him go to bed right now.
All right, but to follow along, there's a dude who almost fucking lost his fucking life this weekend.
Tell me.
Oh,
Get wrecked.
God.
Tell me
Get wrecked.
about
So, all
this.
right, we have a poker tournament every year, and whoever goes out first is beer bitch. And we have a giant fucking leather collar with spikes all over it.
You
that
guys
has a
play
big-
nickel poker? Or do you up the ante at
No,
all?
it's like $40 buy-in, Texas Hold'em for like
Damn,
there's
that
like
ain't
17
bad.
of us.
So you get a nice little $200 pot,
Like,
$300
yeah, it's
more
like
than
pot.
that.
$420 or
That's
something. whatever.
nice. That's
That's sick.
that's a fun game of poker.
Yeah.
Keep going. Sorry, keep going.
But the guy who lost, we don't know him well. His wife's shown up to a couple of different things, but I think he's shown up to 2. And he wasn't happy that he lost.
Well, yeah.
He certainly wasn't happy that he had to be beer bitch.
Get wrecked.
Was he a real fag about it though?
And-
Like,
Hold on. I bet y'all get there. I bet y'all will. All right, so the first person asking for a drink is...
Me. And then he.
were you a real bitch about it?
Not really, to be honest.
But kind of a little bit.
A little bit.
That's
After-
awesome. No, I'm not
No,
criticizing
but that's what
you.
you're
I
supposed,
was-
that's
you're
what
supposed to
to
fuck
do.
with the beer bitch.
I was
yeah.
cool about it at first until he said he didn't know what Ciroc was, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's over,
All
buddy.
right. So first thing, I'm like, Ciroc is there, Sprite's there. Get me a Ciroc and Sprite. And he goes, how old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Over and over, how old are you? Because he's mad that he just got beat by a young girl. At
That's the
poker.
worst way to
Yeah.
fucking act after you.
And I
like,
just turn and I look at him and I'm like, 21. Shut up. Make my drink or
Yeah.
whatever. He gets I give him my cup and I'm like, can you put ice in my cup? And he's like, yeah, I'll get you your fucking ice. Walks away.
How close was he to you murdering him?
So I was sitting literally at the opposite end of this happening.
You were watching this happen?
No, I was not paying attention at first.
Did you get Dad's attention?
Until I heard her go, hey, hold on. And then my eyes go ding ding. And that's
So-
as he came back from getting ice.
Okay.
So he goes to get my ice, which is I already had half a drink in there. He only had to pour another half of
Real
a drink.
quick, I'm sorry. I know I interrupt everything, but who's this fuckhead again? Who is this guy?
What was his name? Fucking Davin or something?
No,
like
don't
that?
worry about it.
Friend of a friend? Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. Keep going.
But so he brings back my empty cup, which there was already half a drink in it, dude. Like
He
all
just
you had to
threw
do
all
was-
of it out.
All you had to do was pour a little Ciroc, a little Sprite. It would have been fine. He brings back my cup, slams it down on the table, grabs my Ciroc,
And she's
just,
like, right before that, she's like, hold on, because he's doing something, and then he slams it down. So as soon as she says, hold on, I turn my head that way.
All you see is the slam.
He slams it down, and my hands clamp on the fucking bench to enough that everyone around me is like, oh shit, this is bad.
Because they can see you bending the fucking steel table in half.
They felt the fucking entire bench lift. They're like, huh?
They saw his hands, his hair go straight up and start turning blue.
I had about 3/4 of a bottle of Ciroc left, and it was one of those big boy bottles.
Yeah.
He literally just pours it up and yeah.
Probably from there to there.
I didn't. It was
fuck.
it was right.
Pull
under
it down
the
a little bit,
berry
pull it down
at
a
that
little bit.
point.
Yeah, it was like under the wording. Now it's here where the color
Yeah,
starts.
I didn't touch it after that. So he just turns my whole bottle upside down and is just pouring it into the cup. And I'm like, bro, fucking stop. You're wasting my shit. Tony starts yelling at him, like, stop, dude. You're wasting all her alcohol. And he's finally like, whatever, just fucking puts the bottle.
Fuck this guy so hard.
Throws
Yeah.
the bottle wherever, caps off of it, so it's just somewhere with the cap off, and then he poured.
I know this was already handled. I'm upset listening to this.
And then he
Fuck this
pours
guy.
the tiniest little bit of Sprite on top of it, and it was like a whole thing. Like that's after the point where he just threw the fucking collar off onto the ground and ran off. And Tony had to go and like fix it for me. I had to split my drink with Tony because all it was straight Ciroc. He was a real big dick about the whole thing.
But as soon as it slams, Jay grabs me, fucking Justin grabs me, Jimmy's over there like waving his hands. No.
I
Mark,
could see you about to
at one
lunge
point,
over
at
the
one
table.
point, Tony was like, "Bro, you don't want to do this."
yeah, Tony, our ex-Marine, like
The guy that's been in war.
doesn't really flinch at anything kind of guy. Like he looks at me, he's like,
The guy that had to dig his way out of a prisoner of war camp with another man's skull. He's like, oh man, you don't want this smoke.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, everybody there is like, oh fuck, this is gonna be a problem. And I'm like, I'm trying my best, just let everybody handle it over there. I'm literally.
Did you say
clamped
anything?
On, at the time, no.
Okay.
When I walked by later, I was like, that was close to being your life, man.
What'd he say?
Not a goddamn thing.
He fucking better stared at the ground real hard.
He's
dude.
like one of those gym guys. He always wears like the whatever this gym, but it's a long sleeve shirt and shorts. He's wearing in 95-degree fucking weather so that he can have the matching set.
Oh, I thought he was one of those bras that cuts the sides of his shirt from like right at the hemline all the way up to the armpit.
No, he's
so
more
you
of
can
Show
see.
the sides.
You can basically see everything but their sternum. Like it's just, it's like
he's
a
more of
chest
the
thong.
he's
you
more
know
of the
what
I
mean?
make my own meat and braid my beard into.
Yeah,
It's like
Oh.
a chest thong.
Yeah.
He's a dork.
he looks like Vikings is his favorite show, but he has none of like the genetics to go with
Dude,
it.
I based my whole life off Ragnar.
Like the guys that think that because they got big biceps now they're cool. It's like
Yeah.
no, you're still a dork. You're just a strong.
And
dork,
your legs
man.
are small.
Look at my rune tattoos.
But anyway,
Like,
like,
sick, dude.
it was,
Yeah.
I was proud of myself.
Ian just looked at me like he has rune tattoos. Do you have a rune tattoo?
Dude, I have a couple rune tattoos.
Can we see it?
Dude, he was literally like, yeah, like, fuck those guys. I'm one of those guys. Do you have rune tattoos?
Nah,
Zach?
I don't have any tattoos.
Okay,
Dude.
all right, fair enough.
I'm a bare-bodied bitch.
Keep going.
Better than
We're
rune
running out of time on the
tattoos.
free episode.
Yeah, it was. Outside of that, I don't think there's too much more that happened. Like that guy, everybody else kind of handled it, but like you saw how everyone was aware and keeping everything in a bubble just outside of my like.
Yeah, because so
If I had made a leap or spring, like it would have been outside of that. That's how far everybody was kind of keeping shit away.
Just shielding
Me-
it from you.
And then like I spent like 2 hours like trying my absolute best to calm down and be cool. Like I didn't want to make everybody else feel uncomfortable and nervous and shit. But I'm standing there and I can't help it. My hands just like I'm rocking back and forth like like somebody's paying me to. It was an interesting interaction where.
yeah, so Vroom, one of our good friends, is sitting next to me, and he.
You have a good friend named Vroom?
She made up. the
I
name
named
for
him.
Okay, all right.
They call him Vero.
What kind of special undiagnosed autism does he have? His name's Vroom.
The kind that makes you rich.
Is he fast?
He can pay for. He can buy a fast car.
Yeah. Okay,
All right,
that works.
fair enough.
I
That's
taught him
fast.
how to play Mario Kart, and his name's Vero. So I just, in my brain, my drunk little brain, I was like Vroom.
And she called him Vroom, and he answered.
Veer's a cool name.
He likes
That's his
it.
name then. That's your
He's-
name. If you
He's
answer,
like, I like it.
it's over, dude.
So,
Also, I want to point out that she walked around and she self-diagnosed real quick that without her phone, she doesn't have anything in her hand. So she adopted my hammer.
I
She
carried a
walked around
hammer
all
the whole
weekend
trip.
carrying my hammer and just hitting shit, like tapping on it, like fucking.
I destroyed a plastic baby. Yelling, Roe v.
Oh, the
Wade."
tiny ones.
Screaming Roe v. Wade the whole time. Everybody's looking at her, what the fuck?
I was crushing rocks and bottle caps and shit. I was just carrying around this hammer. I was like
And she
the-
threatened everyone. And when I say everyone, period, everyone.
I didn't outwardly threaten everyone to begin with.
It
was
sounds
when
like you
people-
might have.
It was when people started mentioning like, "Oh, I wouldn't trust you with a hammer." So I finally just started. When
So I
people
just started breaking
saying
into their
stuff I
tents
didn't
and
like, I just
hammering their
would
skulls.
throw
in.
it on the table or swing it at them because
I was just breaking everything in sight with this hammer, and they were like, "Whoa, you're kind of crazy." So I started swinging the hammer at them.
Yeah, it definitely solved the issue.
One
What a hilarious way to address being called crazy. Crazy me? I'm not crazy.
I'm not
Slamming
cra-
people in the face with a hammer.
I would have preferred it if just nobody would have acknowledged it. I would have been way better.
Everyone's gonna acknowledge it because their hands are on the table and you're swinging at shit near their hands with a hammer. They're gonna address it.
They're gonna address the woman screaming Roe v. Wade and smashing little plastic babies with that hammer.
Yeah,
How could they not?
It's notable.
Yes. Noteworthy. We're running out of time. Ian, how big is your dick in inches? Tell me. Come on, right now.
1.5.
1.5. That's
Rock
that's
hard.
not a real
Yeah.
number. That's not.
How do you
no
know?
way. Because is your dick really? You got a micro dick?
I did like 1.5. Yeah.
Close out with a story. You got a story? You got something
I
for
got a
us?
story?
I don't know, dude. This is a terrible way to end a podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey, you talk.
Yeah.
Make funny. Monkey
Yeah.
dance now.
This has
real
definitely been
invested
the
with
weirdest one I've been on.
Don't worry, there's Patreon coming up. But before we close out on the Patreon, I do want I want something out of someone.
Tell us
What do you
about
got?
it. What about this last movie you did?
Oh, the last one I did.
Yeah, just like tell us the whole.
Oh, the whole thing.
A little premise, a little,
Yeah.
little
So
setup.
so pretty much like he goes through like a bad breakup and
I hate those.
yeah. Well, bad breakups for those movies.
Great,
love 'em.
great input. Really great input, Luke.
He's like,
That was the joke, fuckhead.
that guy fell in
I
fire.
know. I'm.
Fire bad.
Yeah, but yeah, so he goes through this like bad breakup, and he's like super into like serial killers and shit. And then he like starts to do it himself, and just a whole thing. It's pretty funny though.
It sounds like a movie that
I still don't
profiles
give away
nerds.
too much.
Don't profile nerds.
Yeah,
He broke up
All-
and now he's gonna kill some chicks.
all nerds are serial killers.
Don't out me on this show yet, all right, man.
Oh yeah, no, I won't.
He's
It's
a
okay.
serial killer
Not
rapist.
a serial killer.
What's the most fun or the most ridiculous movie thing you've had to do so far?
See, I had a bunch of fake bottles broken on my head before. That was pretty fun.
Yeah,
The
that'd be fun.
sugar glass thing.
Yeah, dude, they hurt. They hurt. They
Oh, really?
Yeah,
They
I
hurt.
saw they did that in Euphoria. I saw like a whole like making of, and Fezco or whatever had to slam the beer bottle on Nate's head
Yeah,
over
when he
and over.
smashed it on
To
him.
make
yeah.
it structurally sound, to make it something you can hold in your hand, it's got to be a certain level of thickness.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, I mean, breakaway glass is still,
Oh.
you have to smack somebody with it.
You getting cuts
I
with
thought-
that?
Dude, I didn't get like smacked with it. I got it thrown at me.
They were dicks. They were real dicks.
And it was for something that like I wrote, and I was just like, "Oh, this will be great." And then
Like you were the
literally-
stepdad in Sling Blade.
Dude, he's off camera. He's off
I'm glad
camera,
you knew
maybe
what I was
like
talking about.
3 feet away from me, and then he just throws it as hard as he can
God
into
damn.
my head, and then we bought 3 of them, and they were expensive, so we did it 3 different times just to, get our money's worth.
He's like, for the rest of the movie, I spoke with a British accent. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I got like this
He got
nasty
foreign
knot on my
accent
head.
syndrome from getting hit by
Yeah.
sugar
You really
glass
like
too many
developed a
times.
knot from that
Dude, a
shit?
big ass knot, like right by my ear.
Yeah, he got
Fucking
hit.
A.
He got hit with an object. It's not like it's made out of fairy dust. Like
Oh,
it's,
dude, yeah.
it's a real thing with weight and size to it. I mean, it's
Right.
gonna fucking hurt if it.
I could probably
you
handle
get
a
weight
real
by
bottle.
enough of them.
Hold on, didn't
Oh,
you
yeah.
do Uber for a while?
What was that?
Weren't you an Uber driver for a while?
Thank you. This
Uber?
is-
No, I didn't. Uber
Okay,
drive.
I couldn't
I did
remember.
DoorDash.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. You were talking about one of them one day, and you were talking, said something silly about the.
And Lloyd's
Oh,
got
fucking,
a.
I had right before we left for camping, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he has like super bad social anxiety, like crazy bad. Like
Yeah.
him getting in an Uber, we're all like, "Good job, buddy." And the Uber driver kind of apparently forgot that he was in the car.
You just drove
And if you want to
away
hear
with
the
them.
if you want to hear the end of that story, you'll go to
There you go.
patreon.com/the bastard sermon. For $5 a month, you'll get all of our bonus content. We just did our very first live Mario Kart showdown.
Mario Court.
Mario Kart, yeah, I said that real dumb. I don't know. I've been drinking MD 2020, dude. Sponsored now. Big ups, MD 2020.
Nuts,
Mad Dog.
nuts.
It is our sponsor. They have sponsored us, and I'm going to send them an invoice after this podcast. We're
An
getting
invoice.
some money from MD 2020, my brother. If you want to check out all of our bonus content, patreon.com/the bastard sermon. I would tell you where to follow Ian Squintz, but yeah, he doesn't
Useless.
post online. He just
Yeah.
gets high, and then
Why don't we at least do tell people your
Instagram
or anything
he
where
has
they
nothing
might.
on his Instagram.
Yeah,
There's no
Check out
reason
his
to go.
special on
Nothing.
Tubi.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
do that. No,
Yeah, don't do that.
No,
You
don't
can-
do that.
Yeah, you can definitely not do that.
Is there anywhere people
What
can look to
they
see
do?
what movie
Go to
stuff you're doing?
I'll tell you what. Go to Chameleon Open Mics. Ian's always up
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Ian's
just see
a
me
great
there.
guy. Where else you at? You at the Hubs or you at the
yeah,
fucking
yeah, I'm at the Hubs.
the Hubs?
Yeah, I'm at the Hubs.
I am drunk.
Yeah, and like Hi-Fi on Tuesdays. Yeah, I'm everywhere. I'm at Go Bananas, that kind of thing.
Right on, man. Is there any social media that you do keep up with, though, that people can follow you at?
Twitter, TikTok, Facebook.
Anything?
Not really.
God damn it, Ian. Fucking get on the goddamn internet and use it. You fucking idiot. It's 2022. Fucking use
Live
it
your
to
life
promote
the way
yourself.
you want.
No, don't. Because you're a comic. You're choosing to ruin your
Live
life on
your
purpose.
life the way
'Cause-
you want.
No, don't do it because you're choosing to ruin your life with stupid acting and stupid comedy.
Oh, yeah,
so
no,
at
you're-
least promote the stupid
Cody,
thing you're
have-
ruining your
have-
life
you're
with.
not-
Imagine,
wrong.
imagine
Put it
a
in a movie,
homeless
Cody?
man screaming at you what
Do
you need
you
to
have
do
a
with your life.
special on Tubi, Cody?
I
Maybe
don't.
if you, maybe
But
if
if
you
I
had
did,
a,
I'd be promoting
maybe
it, Lily.
if you had a special on Tubi, Doug Stanhope would finally recognize you.
He already has.
Like he does
What do you
me.
mean? He already has several times. That joke would make more sense had he not done that. He knows who I am by name. He knows your dad is the zoo guy. Okay? So Lloyd looks ridiculous because he took his glasses off and now he's got a line that makes it look like he's got an Ed and Eddie fucking monobrow. And I love it. Patreon.com. We just did the live stream. We're going to do Twitch stuff. It was so much fun. There was only a couple viewers. Lily's going to get a rematch. We'll tell you. Well, I just told you.
Shut up.
I just told you. She lost.
We're not talking about
She
it.
did, but it was
We're
a
not
very
talking
it was a
about it.
narrow defeat. It was a narrow
Tiebreaker.
victory by Luke. There's got to be another fucking showdown. We've got to do more of this content, and I think we're going to do
Luke
it
is
for
a
free.
registered sex offender.
All right, we'll cover all this
Hide
on the
your
Patreon.
kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because he raping
this
everybody
episode-
out
He gonna
there.
find you.
This
Yeah.
episode is sponsored
gonna
by The
find
Decorated Body, which is a tattoo shop in the historic Pendleton district of OTR. Go down there and check out Bobby Bronson. He's doing anime-style art. He'll do anything that you want, but specifically manga, anime-inspired tattoos. That's his bread and butter. Black and gray, baby. It
Looks great.
Fantastic. I love it. Go down there. There's a bunch of other artists that are cool as fuck that go down there, but they don't pay us to talk about them. So just follow their page at The Decorated Body or at BG Bronson. I love you, Bobby. Thank you so much. Thank you, Steve Worth. He's not a sponsor, but goddamn it if he didn't just up his Patreon to $25 a month just to give us fucking extra love and shit like that. I love you, Steve Worth. Thank you so much.
You're
the
hella cute.
fucking man. If you had anything to promote, let me know after you hear this, and I'll fucking promote it for you. Go ahead. Who's the sponsors?
We're sponsored by Bangin' Snacks. Bangin' Snacks is bringing you the greatest snacks from around the globe, from all sorts of countries, whether it be Belgium, China, Japan, Korea. They have them all. They've got crazy snacks of wild flavors that you just cannot find in the U.S. or in these supermarkets. You can find a couple of them at Jungle Gyms, but even then they are a bit pricey. You can get them for a much cheaper price if you go to banginsnacks.net and use promo code BASTARD or BASTARDS at checkout. You'll get 15% off your order. That is promo code BASTARD or BASTARDS.
Yeah,
at
you hear that, Mark Morrison?
banginsnacks.net.
Jungle slipping, baby.
Every-
Jungle slipping.
Everybody
Our
on
boy
the camping
got-
trip loved banging snacks. I
Bangin'
was
Snacks.
sitting-
Talk
Rules.
about that for a second.
I
You guys
was-
had a picture.
Yeah,
Can we pull that picture up?
we
Can you
got a-
send it to the Instagram? Message it
Send
to
it on
our.
now.
We're gonna pull this up real quick.
We got
Just
a
an extra
picture
little
with
plug
everybody.
for fucking bagging snacks because we
But-
love them.
So
And we're gonna need a box. We're gonna need a little box. I know you're listening. I need a box.
We're getting the icy thing.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that. Can you explain what the icy cup is?
So we're getting these
Talk
new
about that.
products
Let's get a
in. We're getting these new products in from banginsnacks.net. Apparently, they are popping on TikTok, but they are called slushy cups. They're these little cups with ice packs inside that are auto-activated when you squeeze your cup. What you do is you take any liquid of your choosing, whether you're a Mountain Dew sucker or an MD 2020 drinker like Cody, you can pour it in to these slushy cups and squeeze the cup for about 90 seconds. After the 90 seconds is up, you will have a wonderful slushy frozen of whatever beverage you just poured into the cup.
Tell me this needs to go on Bangin' Snacks Instagram right away. This is everybody from the camping trip. You got Lily,
Just a handful
Lloyd,
of them.
or just a
Yeah.
handful of motherfuckers from the camping trip. Hopefully that dude. Which one's Drunky
So-
McFalldown?
He's not
not
in this
there.
picture. We said
Damn.
that he did not go.
So you can
Yeah,
see
baby.
see me
This
right
is
there.
Lord
holding-
Spit in My Mouth,
That's Lord Spit in My Mouth.
and that's Jay Shiner.
Hey, what up, Jay Shiner? What up, Lord Spit in
And
My
that's
Mouth?
David.
That's David, your cousin. That's Jesus and the 12 Gimps.
Lord Spit in My Mouth looks like a guy who would ask someone to spit in his mouth.
100%,
You
dude.
can
He
see
looks
me
like he
there
would
with-
love it. He looks like a strong king, dude.
I like him.
I like him too.
I was holding my two favorite things. The fucking Pringles there, they were these spicy crayfish flavor, and those
Dude,
fuck.
they
They're
were
so
fucking
good.
Really?
It
Dude,
tasted,
I will buy some.
it
Bangin'
ta-
Snacks, give me a box. We
it
need a
tasted
box. Come
just
on,
like
please.
a really good like seafood boil. It was amazing. And then those cookies right there.
Hell yes.
They were like the Milka chocolate bar, but it was Oreo filling in the Milka chocolate bar, but as a cookie. And that shit
I'm
was
gonna make
so
you as a post on our Instagram.
There was those strawberry
boy.
fucking Kit Kats that David
Yeah.
was holding.
These
those
were fucking
fucked.
crazy.
They don't pay us to do
Dad
this
with
either.
those
The-
Oreos.
We do
Strawberry
this-
cheesecake Oreos.
We're the fattest podcast ever. We're
So
like, fuck
good.
the money, dude. Give us a box of snacks, dude. And now I'm scratching my neck. Give me my box of snacks,
Well, I
Bangin'
brought
Snacks.
back
Diabetes.
those.
I'm fiending.
You said you wanted to try those Italian red sauce ones or whatever.
They're
that I just brought back.
delicious.
They're fucking good.
They're
too.
fucking
really
delicious.
good.
I
Dude,
love them.
he just did a mystery box, and there was
Lloyd's
so
holding-
much shit in
In
there.
this picture, Lloyd's holding the grilled squid chips.
Oh, those
are
were good.
fucking phenomenal. He's got chili cheese, fucking Cheetos in his hand. Lord
There's
spit in my
baked
mouth.
chicken wings.
Holy
were
shit.
fucking delicious.
They've got everything.
The beef Cheetos, that Steve's holding, Lord spit in my mouth in the bottom of it. Those so much of shit that came out of that box was incredible.
This shit slaps.
I could
yeah.
live off those Kit Kats and those fucking Pringles for the rest of
Bangin'
my
Snacks,
life.
you hear that? You got a new person that could potentially be an influencer. She's a TikTok influencer. She's had shit blow up and go viral, baby.
I go
you fucking
I go
heard.
viral on TikTok pretty fucking often.
She knows about
Oh, yeah.
Bangin' Snacks because of us. I think we need 2 boxes. I'm gonna up it to 2 boxes.
If
Jeez.
I'm
y'all
up
want
it
to,
to-
if
I
y'all
want
want to
2
hit me
boxes.
up at
I wanna-
Slutty Webkins on TikTok,
What are we talking about?
I can have all the girls in the locker room
What?
try your snacks.
What were you saying, Luke?
Nothing.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. All right.
But no, guys, thanks so much. That was fucking
Fuck you,
awesome.
like the Bengals. Go and check it out. The season starts in September. Fucking don't miss out on it.
September
they're doing.
11th.
They're doing. Is that really when the season starts? That's
Ours.
beautiful. That's beautiful. Go and fucking follow Fuck You Like the Bengals, Alex Schubert, and our boy Lloyd Johnson. They're doing a lot of fucking season shit that's awesome. It's hilarious. They've got all kinds of fun guests every once and again. Make sure you follow them. I don't know, Patreon. Listen to the rest of this on Patreon. I'd tell you to follow Ian, but he doesn't use the internet. That fool. All right.
Names.
Bye. I love you guys. Goodbye.
Names. Oh yeah.
It's
that's
not
Patreon.
Patreon.
God,
Calm
damn.
down.
I hate Luke.
I don't know why I was asking you to get that ready earlier then.
It's okay. It's all right.
He didn't want to make the list.
Goodbye, guys. We'll be right back.
Peace.